So, in part one of this series, we discussed how cell phones can be an incredibly useful tool professionally, as well as offering the ability to enhance our everyday lives. But we also discussed the pitfalls of cell phones, including the issue of excessive usage. A lot of similar pluses and minuses exist for the internet, whether it is used on desktops, laptops, tablets, cell phones, etc. The pluses are huge. The first is the enormous wealth of knowledge available to you on the internet. If one lived 35 years ago, mostly a pre-internet time, finding information was generally a chore. Information that could take hours or days to find things could be now found in minutes and seconds with internet search engines. Yes, in terms of acquiring knowledge, the world changed dramatically because of the internet. In addition, the facility offered in executing transactions such as shopping, banking, bill paying, and a plethora of other functions and chores was upgraded in terms of time and expense. As a result, people of today have a tremendous savings in both cost and time in performing a lot of tasks that were onerous pre-internet. Communications also improved via emails and internet phone-like services such as Skype. Then there are the forms of entertainment available on the internet, including watching movies, streaming, YouTube, and of course social media. So armed with more knowledge, more time, cost savings, better communications, and more fun indeed, the internet has significantly raised the quality of life. So what's not to love about the internet? Unfortunately, there are some things not to love about the net. The first is the presence of internet fraud, which can occur in different ways. Sometimes it involves people pretending to be who they are not and duping others into doing things that should and would never be done without the internet. This involves a variety of scams, and even in some cases the threat of physical violence when one puts too much trust in the internet counterparty. People have found their internet accounts hacked, personal information stolen, even their identity stolen. Sometimes fraudulent activity has resulted in stolen assets from bank accounts or misuse of one's credit and debit cards. The internet has provided to the wrong element the opportunity to execute numerous cons on unsuspecting victims that have often caused fairly massive damage, especially when it comes to theft of assets. Violent crimes have resulted that were initiated by initial internet contact via forums and media outlets like Facebook. Another danger is that bugs in the internet sometimes result in a person not doing something that they thought they were doing, only to find out later that a task was not completed, and resulting penalties for that happening. So we can experience massive headaches when the internet fails. The failures often occur because the system fails, but also the internet can fail because people fail. The human factor, where both negligence and or criminal activity can cause harsh problems. Sometimes people become overly dependent upon the internet and what it offers. The ability to perform simple functions like counting, locating destinations, paying bills, and other now automated functions via the internet are impaired when internet difficulties occur, the system is down, or bugs. There are times when it becomes real difficult to understand the problem, even with the symptoms of the problem wreaking havoc on our lives. So there are legions of stories that can horrify users and warn people to be careful and not so trusting and dependent on the internet. Fixing these difficulties is never that easy, and sometimes the problem can't be undone. So with all these potential frustrating problems that can occur while using the internet, I have deliberately left out one that could be the worst of all. I call it the level of social dependence individuals reach when they allow the internet to become too big a part of their lives. Such people will often spend enormous time on the internet. In some cases, the real value is added to one's life. But in other cases, like excessive cell phone usage, The internet offers numerous distractions to the important things in one's life. In the worst cases, it becomes the individual's chief social outlet. When that happens, people become mesmerized by Facebook and Twitter and the rest. And as a result, real social contact wanes and real social relationships diminish and sometimes disappear. There are folks who spend most of their time on the net, and that is not necessarily a good thing. People's jobs and family life and friendships all can be damaged by these slaves to the internet who just can't seem to let 5 minutes go by without checking emails and texts for information and messages that are hardly crucial to the productive things in life. The temptation to use the enormous capacity of the internet to waste time on picayune matters is great. So when personal productivity suffers and social impairment occurs because of excessive time on the internet, that is real damaging, because like any addiction, the harm is considerable. So my warning to people is not to allow yourself to be mesmerized and controlled by the internet. Do not let the net control your life, as you will find yourself turning a really good thing into a really bad thing. Sorry about the phone call. It's modern day technology. Thank you very much. Have a good day.